Hello everyone. So today we are going to start our online class for physics class 10. In the last class we left up to the ray diagrams of convex mirror. So after that there are some uses for concave mirror and the convex mirror both. Concave mirror are mostly used in reflecting devices, basically light reflecting devices like torch, car or bus headlights. Inside those torch or headlights you might see there is a curved painted silver part which reflects all the light in a parallel, it reflects a parallel beam of light. And there are some more uses given there, you can follow that directly from the book. Secondly, there are the uses for convex mirror. Convex mirror are mostly used as rear view mirror in vehicles to see the objects or vehicles which are coming from the behind. So in this, the uses of concave and convex mirror you can directly refer from the book and you can read it as usual and you can write it from there. Next, we'll move to our new topic, sign conventions for spherical mirrors. Sign convention is actually the symbols or the ways in which we take or use the mirror whenever we are using it in theoretical ways. Sign conventions are necessary so that there is no misunderstanding while making someone understand the basic differences or the basic ways how light travels. For example, if I give one of you or two of you two separate mirrors to perform a special activity. If one of the student used the mirror, the reflecting part of the mirror in the right direction and another student used it in the left direction, then what happens? Sometimes due to some calculations the solutions can come little bit different, due to which there may arise some confusion. To finish up this confusion or to not let the happening of or arising of the mistakes, there are some specific rules applied or assigned for the spherical mirrors. These rules also apply to the lenses. We'll look at it afterwards. First we'll look onto mirrors. So let us assume one of our curved surface or a mirror placed in this way. This is our mirror's code. This is our principal axis having center of curvature C. In the middle of C and E there will be focus. So according to the sign conventions, it is said or it is given to the rule that the object will be always placed to the left of the mirror. Irrespective of the mirror, it can be a concave mirror or a convex mirror, it does not depend, but the object will have to be placed always to the left. It should be always to the left. Secondly, for example, if I extend this line up to here, then when the object is at left, then the image can form in any direction. Either the image can form somewhere here, or if the object is somewhere in this part, the image can form somewhere here, as we have learned in the ray diagrams. So in that case, what happens? We have to know about the direction, position and size of the image and the object as well. First of all, we will see at the symbols. Object distance is termed as U. Image distance is termed as small v. Object height is termed as h, or someone can use h1. Image height is used as h dash, or if someone is using h1 as object height, then for the image height it has to be taken as h2. Remember, all the symbols are in small letters. They should not be capital. Now, moving on to the sign conventions. Any measurement will be taken from the pole of the mirror. It does not depend what kind of mirror it is. It can be a concave or a convex, but the measurements has to be taken from the pole. Object has to be placed to the left always. Now, I believe you all know about this number line. In number line, whenever you used to draw a number line, we used to follow a system like this. In the center or in the middle of the number line, somewhere in between the line, there will be a point named as or termed as O or 0. To the right of the number line, whenever we move, the numbers are positive, etc. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. If we come to the left, the numbers become negative. So the same way or the same method is also applied to the mirror. All the measurements are to be taken from the pole. That means we can assume the pole as a center. So from the pole, if we move to the left, the measurements will be taken as negative. Means if, for example, if from pole to the object, if my measurement or the distance between the pole and object comes as, for example, 5 centimeter, for example, then if I am measuring the object distance, then it will be minus 5 centimeter. Minus does not show that the number is small in quantity or lesser in quantity. It just represents the direction in which the object or the term is present. Any measurements from the center to the left side is termed as negative. Any measurement from the center to the right side is termed as positive. Vice versa. Secondly, if I am measuring an object height, the object should be always upright. You cannot keep the object down like this. It cannot happen. And it is wrong by the rules. So the object has to be placed upright. So in this case, also the measurement has to be started or taken from the center or from the pole. Any measurement from pole to up direction is taken as positive. Any measurement from pole to the lower area or bottom of the principal axis is taken as negative. Okay? So, if I am taking the object height, the object will be upright, so the object height will be taken as positive. Means in this direction if we take, it will be positive. And I'm rubbing this part, it's not necessary. And for example, after the reflection, the image is formed somewhere here. Then the image is upside down or it is inverted. In that case, the image is down. We'll take the measurement from the principal axis to the tip of the image. In this case, the image is going down, so the height of the image will be taken as negative. So I am giving you a table for the sign conventions for the mirrors. So we have our concave here and convex here. I am writing directly from the symbols. U, that's our object distance. For concave mirror, as the object is always to the left, it will be negative. Image distance V. Image in concave mirror, image forms at two positions. In 5 cases, the image forms to the left, which is real and inverted. In only one case, which is the last case, the image forms behind the mirror, in which the image is virtual and erect. In that case, when the image is forming to the left, it will be negative for real image and V will be positive for virtual image. Next, object height. object height h. Object height is always taken as positive as the object is always taken upright above the principal axis. Image height h dash for the 5 cases in which the image is forming to the left, the image is upside down, so it will be negative for real image. And in only one case where the object is to the right and it is virtual and erect, in that case the image height will be positive, that is for the virtual image. Next, focus. In the concave mirror, the focus is always to the left, so the focus will be negative. Now moving on to the convex. As the object is always to the left, for both concave and convex, the object distance will be negative. For the convex mirror, the image is always formed to the right. There are 2 cases. In both the cases, the image is forming to the right, so it will be positive. Next, height of the object will be always positive as the object is always upright. Height of the image in convex mirror will be also positive because the image is forming to the right of the mirror and the image is virtual and erect. Next we have our focus. For the convex mirror, the focus is mostly to the left, mostly to the right, and it is always to the right. So the focus will be positive. Thank you. This is all for today. I'll give you a snapshot of this so that you can write all the symbols from here and the sign conventions. For the symbols, you can pause the video at that part where I have written the symbols, and you can copy those now. Thank you.